Good evening and welcome to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the site of tonight's live Raw event.
And Pittsburgh has gone completely crazy for the superstars of Raw. And who can blame them?
Not me, King. The Steel City's in for a treat tonight, and I can't wait to get started.
I hope these superstars can make it through this match without suffering a serious injury.
So do I, King, but this ain't ballet. This is very intense, physical competition.
The fans appreciated that one very much, but I don't think he cares much what the fans think.
That much is obvious, King. What a low-down, despicable move that was. This is a risky move. It could prove to be disastrous. That went nowhere. This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting the chance to see it.
Yeah, and I'm happy that I'm getting to see it too, JR. I just wish they'd pick up the pace a little.
Oh no, this is classic old-school wrestling at its finest. You, of all people, should be able to appreciate that, King.
Wait a minute, JR. You're not trying to say that I'm old, are you?
Of course not, King. Although there was that rumor going around about your social security number was 1. And it's been reversed.
The intensity of these superstars is unbelievable.
No doubt about that, King. The fans are getting their money's worth here tonight.
His opponent telegraphed that one.
Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even have to get... The referee is down, and now there's no one to maintain order in this match.
Where do they find these referees, JR? They seem to be awfully fragile. What a finishing move! I get chills every time I see it. He countered that one perfectly. I think the best is yet to come in this match, JR.
I agree with you 100%. Whenever you put abilities of this caliber in a match together, it just gets better and better. Whenever possible. He's a slippery devil. What an incredible performance by these phenomenal superstars.
Did you expect anything less, JR? I mean, look who's in the ring right now.
No, I didn't, King. I had high expectations, and I'm happy to say that this match has exceeded them all.
It looks like they've slowed the match down a little. And I think that's some... He saw that one coming. What are they going to do next?
I couldn't even begin to guess, King. That's why they say anything can happen here in the WWE.
I feel so lucky that I'm actually getting to see these superstars wrestle each other.
Me too, King. This one has the potential to become an instant classic.
Oh, man, that doesn't look good.
Talk about targeting a body part and picking it apart.
He reversed it. I've got to say, JR, you've got to move quickly if you want to get out of the cage.
That's no way to escape the cage. He's all fired up now, King, and I'd hate to be on the receiving end.
I don't think his opponent's got a hope of hurting him now. His opponent has summoned him up, JR. Now it's in for the kill.
He's got no defense left against a strong submission hold. He's reached the top of the cage. Could this be it? Signed up for, King, and quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars to watch what goes on inside it, and without them, we'd all be out of a job.
I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure they have. That's not the kind of attitude you come in with and expect to pick up the win.
You're right about that, JR. If you can't see yourself having your arm raised by the referee when it's over,
can he do it? Can he reach the top of the cage? And that's the top of the cage, but you still got to get out of it to win.
matches like this that make this the greatest job in the world, JR.
Absolutely, King. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
I can't believe he countered that one. Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like when you're in the middle of a slobber knocker. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog with a case of the lip. He countered that and made it look easy. These top rope moves are always difference makers, for better or worse.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that would be no easy feat.
What a move! It's not hard to tell why that's his finisher, JR. This has been one heck of a match, JR, but I think the end is in sight. These superstars are running on fumes. He's reached the top. His opponent had better get moving if he wants.
Well, there it is. That's the match. I hate to see it end like that.
Me too.
Here are your
I don't
winners.
even know who came out ahead in it.
I don't think anyone did, King. I think everyone lost in that, including the WWE fans.